Zamfara state governor says he is engaging in dialogue with bandits in Zamfara, not as a sign of weakness, but...
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night, wherever you're joining us today. In today's live lecture, coming to you from Bello Mohammed Wisdom University. Today's date is, give me a minute, I lost a minute. Give me a minute, my mouse has a problem. Give me a minute, I'll be right back. Give me a minute, I'll be right back. We have some technical issues. Give us a few minutes. We shall be back. We are trying to sort out the problem. Thank you for understanding the situation. We have some technical issue, and now we are back. Thank you for joining me today. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night, wherever you're joining us from. Today's date is Oye Market Day in the Igbo lunar calendar, and 12/4/2025 in the Roman Catholic calendar. And remember, at Bello Mohammed, we always advise you to use your naturally given common sense, which we call Akonuche in Igbo language. And also, because we are Igbo-centric, Biafran-centric, and African-centric, we always advise you to like, share, and comment so that we know how you are feeling. Also, join us on YouTube, join us on Facebook, join us on Twitter and TikTok. We are live on all of them right now. And we always advise you also to see things from how it concerns you, not from how it concerns other cultures. And for that reason, the title of today's lecture is What Biafrans and Africans Should Learn from Bello Mohammed Matawalle Interviews. What you have to know, what we want to use the interviews, some interviews anchored by Bello Mohammed Matawalle, the former governor of Zamfara State, and now the current Minister of State for Defense of Nigeria. What we have to know. And you know that Bello Mohammed Matawalle was born on February 12, 1969. So he's a pretty young man. And he was lucky and became the 5th governor of Zamfara State from May 29, 2019 to 29th May 2023. He was the governor of Zamfara State. And you know that Zamfara State was the state that started the Sharia law in Nigeria. Zamfara State was the state that introduced Sharia law in Nigeria, I think in 1999 or 2002. It was Zamfara State that it started the Sharia law, and that Sharia law spread to the whole of northern Nigeria. And currently, Bello Mohammed Matawalle is the current Minister of Defense of Nigeria, the position which he assumed from 21st August 2023 to date. And the interviews we shall be showing you, many of them are from when he was governor of Zamfara State, how he was managing the crisis, the bandits, the terrorism crisis in his state. So without wasting much of your time, let us show you some of the videos. And we shall be making some comments in that as that video is playing. Let's start with the first video. Let us start with the first video.
Zamfara State Governor says he is engaging in dialogue with bandits in Zamfara, not as a sign of weakness, but to initiate a peace deal. The governor made this known to State House correspondents in Abuja after a closed-door meeting with President Muhammadu Buhari, at which he presented a brief on the security situation in Zamfara State.
Banditry activity is something that I inherited, which was ongoing for almost 8 years in the state. But due to my initiation of dialoguing with them, now Zamfara is very calm, and I have been calling my colleagues to sit down with all the stakeholders to discuss this and to find out the root cause of the crisis, so that they can be able to initiate the reconciliations and dialogue with those people, so that they can be able to achieve what I achieved.
The credit for this video goes to Nigeria News Agency of Nigeria, NAN, has the credit for this video. You can hear Matawalle saying that he was the one that is negotiating with bandits and encouraging other governors to also negotiate with bandits in northern Nigeria. Let's continue to listen to him.
In my state, so I don't think it's people from my state, because like what we are experiencing in Zamfara state, most of even the people are not directly from Zamfara state. 2 months back, we have some people who repented and submitted their weapons to the state government, and some of them, there was even a person from Yobe state. 2 people are from Kaduna, and 2 people from Niger state.
Many of the bandits, according to Bello Matawalle, are not from Zamfara state. They came from outside Zamfara state. He said some of them are from Yobe state. You had him. So they're not from Zamfara state. And he said that some of them repented. So he pardoned criminals. He was pardoning terrorists. He was pardoning bandits when he was governor in Zamfara state. Let's continue to watch him.
So you see, it's a gang. It's a gang of some criminals. So they normally invite their friends to go and start taking those activities. So I don't think they are from Zamfara state. But all I'm saying, we're in discussion with the governor of Niger state, and he is following the step. We have discussed reaching those people that are repented, so that they should help the state government to initiate this peace deal with those people in Niger state. And I believe very soon we'll come to an end to all this.
We'll stop this one here. Governor Bello Matawalle was saying that he was depending on repentant bandits, repentant terrorists, to help him to make peace with active terrorists and bandits, so that there will be peace in his state. This is part of his credential. This was part of his credential as governor of Zamfara state. He was negotiating with bandits. He was using bandits which are not from Zamfara state. He knew they're not from Zamfara state. They're outsiders from the state. And now he's relying on repentant bandits to bring peace in the state. This was his credential as governor of Zamfara state. So let us watch another video from Matawalle.
Wow. A 2021 video featuring the Minister of State for Defense and former Governor of Zamfara State, Bello Matawalle, stating that not all bandits or criminals has resurfaced online, sparking controversy. Speaking with journalists at the Aso Rock Villa, Matawalle claimed that some bandits take the law into their own hands because they are ill-treated by vigilante groups who...
The credit for this video goes to Impact Media. The credit for this video goes to Impact Media. Let's watch what Matawalle said.
Go to their settlements, destroy property, and take their animals, leading to reprisal attacks. Let's take a look.
It's the same, and it's not all of them are criminal. Not all of them are criminal, because if you know...
Let's start from here, where he said that not all bandits and terrorists are criminals. How are not all bandits and terrorists are criminals? How are they not criminals? If somebody is a bandit, even without going to any dictionary or asking anybody, you already know that person is a criminal. If somebody is a kidnapper, You already know that that person is a criminal. So why is Matawalle saying, as a governor, that not all of the terrorists are criminals? What does he mean by that? Let's continue to listen to Matawalle.
Or maybe if you investigate what is happening or what makes them to take those laws into their hand, some of them sometimes were cheated by so-called Insecurity, and I have to ban completely the Insecurity in my state.
And so when the Fulanis are cheated, then they start to kill people instead of going to the government in power to help them out. When the indigenous people are killed, they call on the military, they call on the Nigerian defense structure, Nigerian defense apparatus to come and help them. But when you offend the Fulanis where they live, they go to revenge attack, which means without going to the government, which they don't recognize the government. The Fulanis don't recognize the Nigerian government. That's what he's saying. Let's continue to listen to him.
The Insecurity, those called vigilante group, who normally went to their settlement, destroy their property and take their animals. So they doesn't have anyone to speak with. So sometimes they are going.
He said they don't have anyone to go to. So when the vigilante attack them because of their criminal activities, then they don't have anyone to go to, which means there's no government in place, which means they don't recognize any government in place. Because if they recognize that there's government in place, they have to go to the government. If you are offended, you go to the government. That's how it is done. It is not when you are offended, you take the law into your hand and start to do reprisal attack. You start to attack the other person without going to the government. But you have seen severally when indigenous people are killed or attacked, they go to they're calling the Nigerian army to come and help them. And then this man have to ban the vigilantes because of the Fulani terrorists. He banned the vigilantes in his state, giving the Fulani terrorists free ride, giving them clearance to perpetrate crime and get away with those crimes. Let's continue to listen to him.
For revenge, like if Insecurity attack them, so they will go for the reprisals. So that is what exactly happening. And some of them are living in a settlement where close to a village or town, and they sometimes if there is maybe operation as military operation, the military will go and destroy their properties and their animals. So they are angry with such actions sometimes. So sometimes if you are talking to them, you can understand where they are.
So if the military go against them because of their criminal activities, then they are upset. They will be upset for the military to come against them. And they will not call on the military. They will not call on the government, on the state government, on the government in place to answer them, to come and hear what happened. Instead, they will take the law into their hand. And this governor, then as governor of Zamfara State, is supporting these Fulanis because he is Fulani. Let's continue to watch it.
Coming from, and you can understand their problems. So it is important we as leaders to sit down with those people to understand what is the genesis first. You can't just, jump and conclude that the person is criminal. You have to listen to him. What makes him to...
Governor Bello Mohammed Matawalle. He wants the people, he wants the government to listen to them, to understand the genesis of the problem. But the government will not listen to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to address the issues of why he is demanding for the restoration of Biafra. The government will not listen to those fighting for Oduduwa state, Oduduwa nation, to understand why they are fighting for Oduduwa nation. No, but Matawalle is saying that he's a governor. As a governor, he's saying this as a sitting governor, that no, you have to sit down with them, understand why they are doing what they are doing, instead of, arresting or prosecuting or killing them. These are criminals. Let's continue to listen to him.
Go into that activities. So this is what we do. So they are not all of them. It's not all Fulani are criminals. Some are good citizens, but due to some circumstances, they subscribe.
Nobody is saying that all Fulanis are criminals. What people are against are those Fulanis carrying AK-47, kidnapping people for ransom, ransacking villages and taking their land, forcefully killing people, doing organ harvesting business, illegally mining the natural resources without authorization. That is what they are doing. Those people engaging in those activities are the ones the people are against. It's not all Fulanis. Nobody's saying that all Fulanis are criminals. No. But those people carrying weapons and killing people every day, they are criminals. Let's continue to watch him.
Up to such a criminal.
You can't say all of them are criminals, but you have to know what was the last thing he said there about criminals?
We're going to stop this one here because you have had Governor Bello Mohammed Matawalle saying that not all Fulani terrorists, not all Fulani bandits, not all Fulani kidnappers are criminals, because it is the environment, it is the situation that make them to engage in that. What kind of defense is this? What kind of defense is this? If a sitting governor can defend their own people this way, what prevents Biafran governors, the governors from the former Eastern region, the governors of Middle Belt, defend their people? What is wrong with that? And this man is currently sitting as the Minister of State for Defense from 21st August up to date. He's now the Defense Minister in Nigeria. And you wonder why the Fulani terrorists are on the rampage in Nigeria. This gives you the answer as to why the Fulani terrorism has been spreading like wildfire across the whole Nigeria. Let's take one more video, two more videos, and we bring this to an end. The credit for this video goes to Channels Television. You can see the environment where the government officials are living in Nigeria. You can see that it's a really, really luxurious environment. Let's continue to watch it.
There are some political bandits who have been spreading lies, rumors, so that they can achieve some political gain. But actually, it is just 58 people that have just been killed. But some people will just go to social media, been writing figures. And I have informed Mr. President of some people who think that with this insecurity, they can achieve uh, something out of it. We are working to make sure that all those who have had
again, Bello Mohammed Matawalle went to the Buhari again, because this is the time Buhari was in power. Him and Buhari was in Aso Rock, Abuja. Him himself was the governor of Zamfara State, and he went to Buhari again to give him updates about insecurity. And there he was saying that insecurity in the state cannot end soon. He can't even end insecurity in his state. Let's listen to him.
and on this insecurity must bring to justice. Therefore, once the investigation was concluded, we'll inform the public of the result of the investigation of what the security is doing about it. So you see, with the kind of people we have in Zamfara State, I don't think this issue of banditry will end very soon, because already some people are behind it, some people are using it.
You heard him say that with the type of people they have in Zamfara State, that insecurity in the state cannot end soon. This is a governor, which means as governor, insecurity will continue because of the people that are involved, because of they cannot do anything more, because he already pardoning. I mean, he already stopped vigilantes in his state. How then can he stop insecurity? So he was telling the world, he was telling Buhari that insecurity cannot end soon in Zamfara State. These are his credentials as governor. Let's listen to him a few more times, and then we'll take another video.
And all they need is, I don't think this issue of banditry will end very soon, because already some people are behind it, some people are using it, and all they need is at least to show the Nigerians that both the federal government and state government are not serious on the issue of insecurity, despite the fact that some of them are involved on the crisis of this insecurity. When we go back on Wednesday, the people will see changes between now and Wednesday, because I know what we discuss and I know what is going to happen within this period. So my people will be happy with the action that the federal government is going to take on the issue of insecurity very soon, inshallah.
We will stop this video from here. You have heard him telling the president that insecurity in Zamfara State cannot be guaranteed. It will not end soon. That is what he went to report to Buhari, who is the governor, who is the president of Nigeria. You know that Buhari was the patron of Mietiala. He's the patron of the terrorists. And then Bello Matawalle is the governor of Zamfara State, where Sharia law began, where terrorism is their headquarters. And this Bello Matawalle, people have been rumoring that he is also participating in different illegal mining, gold mining in Zamfara State. He has his own terror groups. He has his own mining groups in Zamfara State as we speak today. Even as governor, he was mining gold illegally in Zamfara State. So let's listen to a video where he was being accused of sponsoring terrorism and see what he says. Before we go to that video, we want to ask our people, why can't you support your own? You have seen Bello Matawalle defending the Fulani terrorists because he's a Fulani man. Why are you not supporting Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? Why are you not supporting the Biafran Restoration Project? Why? This interview, all this interview you see Matawalle, you know, the things he's saying, so are so many Fulani people. They supported these Fulani people, these Fulani terrorists. They support their own. Why can't you support your own? Support Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Why can't you? So let's watch another video where he's denying sponsoring terrorism, and then we go from there.
Therefore, many people will say different things. All I want, people misconceptions. See, people trying to just blackmail someone just because of hatred. That's all.
But why would they keep saying that you were aiding and abetting?
Okay, they should bring any proof for that. They should bring any proof for that. Because I dialogue, and it was not only me, remember, all the governors dialogue. The governor of Niger State, then he dialogue with bandit, Abu Sani Bello. The governor of Sokoto, Amin Wazir Tambol, do the same. The governor of Kazana do the same. Most of the governors do dialogue. Why only me? But because in Zamfara, you don't know Zamfara.
He's pointing fingers to other governors in northern Nigeria that we are dialoguing with bandits and terrorists. Niger State, the one for Sokoto State, and so many of them, they dialogue with bandits, but they cannot dialogue with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. They cannot dialogue with Oduduwa nation agitators. They cannot dialogue with peaceful agitators, but they are dialoguing with terrorists, those carrying guns and killing Nigerians, kidnapping Nigerians, killing military officers, burning down police station and army stations. They are dialoguing with them, but they cannot dialogue with IPOB. They cannot dialogue with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. These are the things we have to learn from these interviews from Bello Mohammed Matawalle. He is dialoguing with them. He mentioned the states that are dialoguing with them. Now, if you bring this down to the Biafran people, the eastern region of Nigeria, why are you not supporting Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? Why are you not supporting him? You see other governors in the north dialoguing with terrorists. These are terrorists, so these are not ordinary human beings. So you are hearing it from former Governor Matawalle, who is now the defense minister of state for defense of Nigeria. Let's continue to listen to him.
Zamfara is a very complex state, very small state, but with terrible human beings. with devilish, ideas.
Why is that the case?
Because the people are just different. Because everything Zamfara. Let me tell you an episode. I was a governor when someone was arrested, cutting throat, and removing eyes of human being. I arrested the man by myself. I went to the police station and sat down, and I directed the commissioner of police then to make sure that he should go arrest the guy. They brought the man. When we asked him, my brother, it is terrible. For example, let me tell you an episode. I was a governor when someone was arrested, cutting throat, and removing eyes of human being. Then he dialogued with bandit, Abu Sani Bello. The governor of Sokoto, Amin Waziri Tambol, do the same. The governor of Kazana do the same. Most of the governors do dialogue. Why only me? But because in Zamfara, you don't know Zamfara. Zamfara is a very complex state, very small state, but with terrible human beings, with devilish, ideas.
Why is that the case?
Because the people are just different. Because everything Zamfara.
This is governor. This is a sitting governor. This is governor telling you that the people of Zamfara state have made up of different people with devilish ideas. That the people of Zamfara state have devilish ideas. And it's a small state with people with devilish ideas. And he cannot even control a small state like that, control what is going on there. But he was appointed Minister of State for Defense since August 21st, 2023, up to date. And then you wonder why terrorism is not ending in Nigeria. Kidnapping is not ending in Nigeria. Fulani, rampaging, and terrorism is not ending in Nigeria. It is because of people like him in position of power. That's what you have to learn. Now, let's continue to listen to him.
For example, let me tell you an episode. I was a governor when someone was arrested, cutting throat, and removing eyes of human being. I arrested the man by myself. I went to the police station and sat down, and I directed the commissioner of police then to make sure that he should go arrest the guy. They brought the man. When we asked him, my brother, it is terrible. So many things happen. Yes, the people of Zamfara will not like me. You know why? Because I am fearless and I can deal with anyone. Most of those that are doing such kind of heinous acts, they doesn't like me because I go after them. All of them.
Are they politicians?
Yes, I go after them. And let me remember you, when I was a governor, I'm the only governor that swear to Holy Quran that I have no hand or connections with banditry, or I am not happy with what is happening. Do you understand? I swear with a Holy Quran that if I am happy with what is happening, or if I am part of it, or if I know those that are doing it, or if I'm collaborating with them, I say God should not give me a 1 second grace. I'm the only one. And I challenge all the politicians that time, including General Alubuso, that they should swear to Holy Quran. None of them, including Dauda, none of them.
He's saying that he swore with the Holy Quran to do the right thing when he was governor. This interview now is when he's the Minister of Defense, Minister of State for Defense. But he was saying when he was governor, he swore with the Quran. And he swore with the Quran, but at the same time, he went and told Buhari that this terrorism in his state can never end soon. No. And he's saying that the people of Zamfara state, is made up of devilish people with devilish ideas. He couldn't manage it. And he was pardoning terrorists and kidnappers and killers, Fulani jihadists, Fulani killers, Fulani bandits. He's pardoning them. And he was relying on Fulani repentant bandits, repentant Boko Haram, to help him to make peace with the active ones. This is what he did when he was governor. And now he's the Minister of State for Defense of the whole Nigeria. Why did he get to that position? Who made him Minister of State for Defense for Nigeria? That is why you shouldn't wonder long why terrorism is expanding in Nigeria. He couldn't control terrorism in his state. So let's continue to watch him.
Can do this odd, can take this odd. None of them can take the odd. But I take it. Why? Because I know my mind. I know I have a clean heart. And not even that, including all my councillors, commissioners, chairmen, I will not give you appointment. You have to take that oath. Go and check. The record is there. And up till tomorrow, I am challenging those people that they should do that or they should take the oath. Up till tomorrow, I am challenging them. They should take the oath that I have taken.
So does it mean if they have not taken that oath,
Yes.
for instance, the current government and the commissioners,
They are part of it.
are you suggesting they have? Oh, they are part of the
Of course,
terrorism?
let them take the oath with the Holy Quran, as I have done that openly with all the imams in the Zamfara. They are there. I've taken this oath, and I challenged since that time. None of them, up till tomorrow, are taking this oath. But I cannot give you a commissionership or advisor or any appointment. You have to take that oath. Go and ask. The record is there. That's what people are talking about. Is it because sometimes some things, it is not even good for someone to respond, because to me it's nothing. It is inappropriate for me as a minister to respond to such kind of issues.
This is Bello Mohammed Matawalle responding to the accusation that he's one of those sponsoring terrorism in Nigeria. And he's denying with all his strength that he's not one of those sponsoring terrorism in Nigeria. That is the video you are watching right now. He is currently the Minister of State for Defense for the whole Nigeria. And Fulani terrorism have been on the rampage, expanding the whole Nigeria. And when confronted, he is denying. What you see him here is denying that he's not part of those sponsoring terrorism, that they should show him proof, How can they show you proof when the proof is already there? The proof is already there that as a Minister of State of Defense, on your watch, terrorism, Fulani terrorism is expanding. What other proof do you need? And he's saying that he swore with the Quran. Does swearing with the Quran makes it any different? If you had sworn with the Quran and the result that we are seeing, that we saw in Zamfara State and Nigeria now as a whole, is different, and there's peace and there's no Fulani terrorism going on, that nobody will point finger at you. So let's continue to watch him for a few more minutes before we call it a day.
Because people with their devilish ideas, they are talking anyhow. People doesn't fear God. They think that this is the end of it. I was a governor before. Today, am I a governor? I'm not a governor now. So tomorrow, those that on that seat, they will not be there.
This is the end of that interview where Bello Mohammed Matawalle was denying being a sponsor of terrorism. And you see how he's denying vehemently. And so this is what we want you to know. after presenting these few videos to you of the activities of Bello Mohammed Matawalle, the person they appointed as the Minister of State for Defense of Nigeria from 21st of August to date. We show you different videos of how he was saying that everybody, he was negotiating with terrorists. He was negotiating with bandits, that other northern governors were also negotiating with bandits. But they cannot, the federal government is okay with that. It's okay with the federal government of Buhari, and now okay with the federal government of Tinubu for them to negotiate with bandits. And he was saying that it is better you go and find out the genesis of the cause of the banditry. Now, transpose it to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and Biafran restoration. Now, you cannot sit down with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to find out why he is asking for Biafran restoration. You cannot sit down with him. He has never killed anybody. He hasn't carried any weapon. He hasn't done anything wrong. And as Matawalle was defending his Fulani brothers and sisters who are killers, the governors of Biafra land, of the eastern region of Nigeria, why are you sitting on the fence? Why can't you defend your own at the same time? Defend your own. Everybody is defending their own, except our own governors, our own leaders. Defend and stand firm. You see how firm Matawalle is standing. The same way we want you to stand firm with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu and the Biafran Restoration Project. Because, hey, with what is going on in Nigeria right now, everybody is defending their own. The Oduduwa nation, the Yoruba people, are fighting for their own with Tinubu, even though Tinubu didn't win the election, but they stuck with him, and he's sending everything to them. The other day, he opened a steel industry in somewhere, I think in Yoruba land. He opened a steel manufacturing company, I think in Ewekoro, somewhere in Ewekoro, in Yoruba land. They're sticking with him. When Buhari was there, the Fulanis and everybody stuck with Buhari. And they are also in bed with the terrorists right now. They're supporting the terrorists, as you can see from a governor, a sitting governor. Why can't we support our own? That is what we want you to learn from this lecture. You must always support your own. You cannot be tired supporting your own. And as we are trying to end this lecture, we want you to please like this lecture, comment, and share. And subscribe to our YouTube channel by touching that bell button to subscribe, so that anytime we present a new lecture, you'll be the first to get it. And also follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and TikTok. And lastly, we shall be presenting another lecture titled Nnamdi Kanu is the Light of Biafra and Africa. Join us. That lecture will take place at 3 p.m. Central Standard Time, and which is 10 p.m. Nigerian time. Join us. Don't miss it. Thank you. And also go back to our previous lectures, and you'll be happy that you did. And with this, we shall bring it to today's lecture. And thank you very much for joining us. Sorry about the technical issue we had at the beginning. Thank you very much for your support. Please like, share, and comment. Thank you. Bye-bye. Have a good one.